Hi everyone! In the beginning of the February, love is in the air, and we start to think about what pictures we can color for the St. Valentine's Day. I tried to analyze my coloring books to find suitable pictures, and I made terrible discovery. There is a huge lack of happy couples in coloring books, but a lot of beautiful but lonely girls. Let's start from the first picture which I was able to find. This heart is from Tally Ho by Lizzie Mary Cullen. I colored it 2 years ago, I think. It's nice, love conquers all, but I would prefer something more romantic for this St. Valentine's Day. And probably I wouldn't want to color something with ornament, I would prefer something with people. Another nice example of the ornament for the St. Valentine's Day I have in Masa Mandalas. This super cute love mandala, and also you can find a lot of inspiring finished examples of this page. I think that previous year Masa conducted color along, so on Instagram there are so many beautiful finished pictures. But as I say, I would really want something more realistic this time. I'm thinking about doing this one with two birds. It's also not a bad choice. In Sweet Chapin, I also did one picture for St. Valentine. It was so long ago, probably 3 years or maybe even four. It's my one and only picture in this book which I colored with alcohol-based markers. And apart from this sweetheart, we also have this quite boring picture. Honestly, I don't know who would like to color this one. I think that if I would finish this whole book, probably this picture will be the last one I would color, just to finish the whole book. Next, I switched to books with people, and I remembered about this one, Princess Bride. I was sure that here I will be able to find something, but first picture which I found was quite beautiful. But I definitely don't want to color for the St. Valentine something with the moths the end. Definitely not the best choice, I think. Fortunately, there is another example of the same picture, but without this line on the title page. At least here we have beautiful flowers and kissing couple, so it could be one of the choices for the St. Valentine. Next, a romantic picture I found in the Game of Thrones coloring book, and I think that it's by Anne Yvonne Gilbert. I think that this could be really nice choice for the St. Valentine. It's a little bit terrifying to start this one, but I'm seriously thinking about this one. Anyway, Game of Thrones isn't famous for the happy ending of love stories, so at least I'm happy that I was able to find this one. In the next coloring book, we can do a St. Valentine's story in the style of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I definitely don't think that it's the best choice, but at some point I was quite desperate and I started to find all couples which are available in my books. Honestly, I'm so surprised that there is a terrible lack of couples in the books. And if I would be able to draw, my own coloring book, I definitely would think about creating book with couples, probably with some famous ones, like Romeo and Juliet, like Tristan and Isolde, like Siegfried and Brunhild, and any other couples, and I think that it could be quite popular. But let's go to the next book, and I discovered that love life of elves and mermaids is much more happier comparing to the real couples. At least I was able to find a couple of pictures in Lindsay Archer books. We have elves and we have mermaids and mermaid and merman, probably. Another cute couple of fairies I found in Fairy Lane by Barbara Lanza. I love this one. It has nice composition and they are also quite romantic. And if I find courage to work on this thin paper, probably I could color this one. It's not bad. Another mermaid and mermaid couple is from Anastasia Koldereva, first edition of the Mermaid Legend book. I am not sure if this one is included in the second edition of this book, but I have it in my. But somehow the idea of coloring mermaids for the St. Valentine isn't very appealing to me, so I don't think that it will be my choice. Another good example is this romantic couple. I think that they are dancing tango, or maybe it could be rumba. Anyway, both dances are very romantic. And it's from Dream Dancers by Lenka Filonenko. I think that I can color this one. And paper is also quite good, so it's a pleasure to work on it. Next, I decided to check Gu Kelly coloring book. Here it was quite difficult to find something which would coordinate with the St. Valentine's theme. Here we have couple of pictures with couples, but I wouldn't say that they look too happy or too romantic, and I also have some problems by deciding if they are really a man and a woman. Don't laugh at me. So this one is beautiful, but they definitely don't like a happy couple, so I wouldn't choose it. Here on the right side, I'm not sure if they are a boy and a girl, but on the left side, I have a really beautiful one, and I am thinking about this one. It's quite difficult. We have beautiful flower composition in the upper part and couple in the lower part, and as I said, I'm thinking about choosing this one. Next, I checked books by Selena Fennec, and here I was more successful. In fairy tales, I would say that only Cinderella could be a choice for St. Valentine. Not very obvious, but at least we have a prince here. Oh, I would really like to have a coloring book with famous couples from novels, from books drawn by Selena Fennec and printed on the better paper. In the Gothic book, I found couple of couples, but this one is definitely not the best choice for the St. Valentine, and the second one is slightly better. They are nice, but they are slightly desperate, so I don't think that it's my first choice, but at least they look beautiful. And finally, in the third book by Selena Fennec, which I own, I was able to find exactly what I want to color this St. Valentine. Here we have a lot of pictures with couple. They are kissing, they are embracing, and they look beautiful. Well, at least Selena Fennec wasn't a disappointment, and I think that I will definitely take one of her pictures in February. After this not very satisfying search of happy couples, I decided to search also among pictures with happy animal couples, and I found these two cute dragons. Again, it's from Anastasia Kolorova. Book is When Dragon Dreams. They are cute, but I think that I would prefer human picture this St. Valentine. In Kanata Yakuza, we also have several St. Valentine pictures. I love this one, but I'm still not sure what background I want to add, so I'm thinking about this couple. And in Rhapsody, we have a super romantic spread. It's huge, but it's beautiful, and it's about wedding. I think that it's a nice picture for St. Valentine. I'm a little bit terrifying of the idea of starting such a huge spread, but I love all the animals here, and you know that I love Kanoko Yakuza books, so it's nice and I can think about this one. And finally, several happy animal couples I have in The Day We Finally Met, Korean coloring book. I love these ducklings here. I think that she is very cute with this flower wreath. Two other pictures are with bunnies and I love them both. They are amazing. This one from Venice is probably my favorite picture in the whole book, so I don't think that I will be starting from this one. I'm still a little bit afraid to do this one, but the previous one is super romantic, and if I have time this February, I will color it. So it was quite scarce selection of the pictures which I was able to find in my big collection of coloring books. Only one book I hadn't shown you. I wanted to take some mystery, to take some intrigue, because I definitely will be coloring in that book which I left out of this video. And I wanted to be a surprise for you. I would like to hear your opinion, which picture you would prefer to color for this St. Valentine, and if you know any other coloring books with happy couples. I thank you for your time and I hope that you had some fun watching this video.